With Naruto not available to be the Hokage, Shikamaru was chosen to be the provisional Hokage. But he wasn't the only capable option. The Leaf Village is full of shinobi that could have stepped into that role, each bringing a new type of leadership to the table. So I'm going to list the 9 people who I think could have been chosen. Some of these are going to be hypotheticals, and also they're not listed in any particular order. Well, number 1 is. But yeah, let's get started. And coming in at number 9 is going to be Sakura Haruno. Okay, not many ninja in the Leaf Village can actually match Sakura's level of experience. She has seen every tough mission that Team 7 has had since the very beginning. And when she does take being a ninja seriously, she has a major glow up between the OG Naruto and Shippuden, and even the end of Shippuden. And her experience as a medical ninja gives her the ability to make tough calls in serious situations. And it's worth noting that Sakura has led before, like she leads the medical division of the Leaf Village. And if you think about it, all of her teachers were Hokage, Kakashi, Tsunade. To me, I'm very confident that it would be similar to a Tsunade leadership. She's a good choice because she's trusted across the Leaf Village. She knows how to work well under pressure from her medical experience, her battle experience, her mission experience. She has a ton of it. And the next candidate that I would propose would be Sai. Now look, I know a lot of you guys think that he's just a Sasuke replacement. And he was, but let's look at his history, okay? Originally, Sai was a root member, serving under Danzo. To me, this gives pros and cons. The cons would be that this caused him to have a lack of emotion and lack of connection with others. But of course, this changed after he joined Team 7. And the thing is, a provisional Hokage needs to have a level of structure and stability. And even though it was very strict, being under Danzo definitely gives him experience having stability and structure. And technically, he was trained by another interim Hokage, Danzo. And he was on Kakashi's team as well. So the experience is also there. But being under Danzo gave him an example of who not to be. Sai also has leadership experience. He grew up to be the chief leader of the Anbu in Boruto. And making him the provisional Hokage would give him the spotlight that he never really got in Shippuden. Because he wasn't focused on much after the early Shippuden arcs. He even had a line in the war talking about hey guys, I'm on Team 7 too. And you know what? I'm gonna add Yamato to this list too. Partly because of how much they played with his character after Shippuden. This guy trained under Danzo. And then he was in the Anbu with Kakashi. And he was aiding the third Hokage. Then he became co-captain for Team 7 during Shippuden for a while. All of this potential and skill just to be used as surveillance for Orochimaru. I understand the importance of that, but come on now. Him being the next provisional Hokage would help correct the injustice that was done to this man. As well as the fact that he may not be as strong as the first Hokage, not at all. Not close. But he does have his DNA, and has the wood style. And also, it's very worth noting that Yamato has worked with nearly every Kage since he started being a ninja. The third Hokage, the interim Hokage Danzo, Kakashi, Tsunade, Naruto. He has very close experience. Now, I know that the ninja has to be from the village to become a Kage. So, I'm adding an extra situation. Let's say that the Sand Village also needed an interim Kage or a provisional Kage. Let's talk about Temari taking up that spot. Let's talk about it. Because no, she can't be Kage for the Leaf Village, but for the Sand Village, yeah, I think she can do it. And one of the reasons why I think she's a good leader is because she's connected to 2 really good leaders. Gaara and Shikamaru. Her brother and her husband, they're both Kages. And not only that, we've seen her leadership during the war. Wait, hold on. During my research, I'm seeing that she actually is no longer an official member of the Sand Village. That she's actually an official member of the Leaf Village because she married Shikamaru. So my question is, could she actually be a Hokage? For the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna leave it as she can be leader of a village. Okay? Because yeah, she was bested by her husband Shikamaru back in the exams. She was still praised as an expert strategist. She has experience acting as the liaison between the Sand Village and the Leaf Village, so she knows the importance of being able to work together, collaborate, and keep peace. For this one, I'll say I know that Neji was deleted. I know. This is really a hypothetical, like if Neji was alive during Boruto, and if he did survive the war arc. What I'm saying is that if he did, he would have also been a good potential candidate to be an interim provisional Hokage, because he had one of the most growth in the Konoha 12. He went from his hatred and jealousy of Hinata to protecting her with his life, literally in the war arc. So he knows what it means to defend a village, to defend a team, to defend people. So I'm just saying that he would have been a good option to become the next provisional Hokage. And it would have been such a good achievement for him, coming from the branch that he's from, to becoming a leader of the village. Okay, now this one is going to be tough to explain. If you don't agree, I understand. but Hinata. Now, I understand that she is also not available, but I did want to include the idea of her being Hokage in this list. I get it, it's a tough sell, a very tough sell. She has been domesticated for years and just focused on her family and her children and the house and everything, right? But I'm not choosing her just because of her skill, which she does have skill in battle. She is very skilled in battle, but I'm not choosing her for that. I'm more choosing her because she really has the same ideals as Naruto. She really adopted the same values as him, his ninja way. And through that, we've seen moments of her shining. Her battle against Neji, the time when she defended Naruto against Pain. And did she end up winning those battles? No. But a leader who has the grit to keep going is what the village needs as well. And also the moment where she holds Naruto's hands during the war as well. Sometimes a good leader is a good team player as well. At each moment, she steps up to the plate, ready to contribute. But yeah, if you don't agree, I understand. Like I said, I understand. Now, this next one might also be a hard sell, but Ino. And the main reason is because she's the head of the Konoha barrier team, and she's a central figure in the village's sensory and communication network. Ino is responsible for monitoring the threats, maintaining village-wide detection systems, and relaying information during emergencies. So she has shown the ability to take on a huge responsibility for the village and be able to lead a whole division. So the leadership qualities are there, but the only issue would be that the Hokage duties would take her away from the Konoha barrier work. So if you don't agree, I understand as well. Now, this next one would be very controversial in universe and out of universe. Sasuke Uchiha. Now, I know that he's not available to be Hokage right now, but if he was, he would be a good candidate. Like, his strength level, there's no debate there. I mean, he's basically considered the Shadow Hokage already. The thing is, the main leadership experience we've seen him have is his leadership over Taka and Heavy. And also, I do think that in the early days of OG Naruto, he was like a leader of Team 7 when Kakashi wasn't around. But yeah, Sasuke has a vast amount of knowledge about what's going on outside the village. And the thing about Sasuke is that he would be very decisive when it came down to quick decisions. Sasuke understands the shinobi world and he has seen corruption. He knows how fragile peace really is. As a leader, he would excel in crisis scenarios. He's the Hokage that we need in the biggest battles ever. And honestly, no village would even think about attacking them because he's the leader. And now for the number one spot of who could have been provisional Hokage. And I am confident that this is the number one spot. And this person is Kakashi. He is the most obvious alternative to Shikamaru. Unlike every other candidate on this list, he did the job before. He served as Hokage during one of the most important transitional periods. He helped to oversee the transition of the reconstruction, the modernization, and the shift of the new era of peace. He already understands the role of Hokage. And we didn't even get to see much of his time being Hokage. This would make up for the time that we didn't get to see. He was going to be the interim Hokage during Shippuden when Tsunade wasn't available. And then after the war, the series ended. So we didn't get to see his time as Hokage then. When Minato was deleted, the third Hokage stepped up again. It could have been the same here. Kakashi could step in. Kakashi would have been the best choice as leader. So when you look at these candidates, one thing becomes clear. The Leaf Village was not short on able leaders. Now I know there's definitely going to be stuff that you guys disagree with, so let me know in the comments which ones you disagree or agree with. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe if you want more Naruto content. Alright, thanks for watching and have a good one.